There are some interesting conversations going around artificial intelligence and governance. But often these conversations are either too academic, either too theoretical, or complex to understand. In this episode, we are trying to simplify what is governance, why it is so important for people, governments, and even companies to ensure that there is a win win situation for all. As artificial intelligence is beginning to impact every aspect of human life, it is important for public to understand governance in the context of artificial intelligence. When we talk about governance, we're not talking about control. We're not talking about politics. We're not choosing sides. We are talking about collective progress, fairness, and accountability. We're talking about governance so that no one is left behind. Governance exists for one important reason, which is to ensure equity, justice, transparency, and protecting people and their rights so that everyone has a real opportunity to thrive. Governance is what makes sure systems work for people, not just for power, profit, or speed. Every society creates various systems. Systems, for example, related to food safety, provide healthcare, education, traffic management, etc. For example, food safety governance is how societies set rules, monitor, and enforce standards to ensure food is safe for people from production to consumption. When done well, it prevents illness, protects vulnerable population, sets the price, monitors markets, and builds public trust. Whenever systems intend to affect large number of people, governance becomes necessary. Because without governance, inequality becomes normal, harm goes uncorrected, decisions happen in the dark, rights exist only on paper, inclusion just becomes a word, power concentrates on few hands, many are excluded, and only a few benefit. Inequality spreads and scales. That's why governance is critical. Good intentions are always great, but they are not enough. A system can be built with good intentions, and that can still produce unfair outcomes. That's why governance focuses on results, not promises. Governance asks, are decisions fair in practice? Are processes transparent? Can people challenge outcomes? Is someone accountable when harm occurs? Are decisions informed by public interest? If the answer is no, governance is weak, even if intentions are good. Good governance must work at the same time for three groups. For people, people need protection from harm, fairness and dignity, rights and justice. Governments need public trust, stability, legitimacy. Companies need clear rules, predictability, public confidence, and long-term legitimacy. A real governance practice ensure win-win situation for all. When governance fails, power concentrates in the hands of a few and misuse at multiple levels starts to take place. When governance is weak, unfairness spreads, bias is not questioned, discrimination grows, people have no way to challenge decisions. If we don't govern bias, we institutionalize it. Again, if we don't govern bias, we institutionalize it. And that is the risk. While weak governance initially harms individual, it is very important. This line, while weak governance initially harms individuals, it ultimately undermines institutional stability, corporate confidence, and public trust. So it actually impacts everyone in the long run. Trust collapse, lawsuit follow, regulators intervene, markets react. It is important to understand that when governance fails, everyone loses. Now let's talk about artificial intelligence carefully. Artificial intelligence is not just a tool. It is not just a software. Artificial intelligence is a system that is already evaluating people, allocating opportunities, shaping access, influencing behaviors, and operating at a massive scale. AI is already involved in hiring decisions, credit and benefits, making financial decisions, healthcare assessments, education pathways, information and media. So the question is not whether artificial intelligence is powerful. The question is, do these systems uphold equity, justice, transparency, and rights, or undermine them? Without artificial intelligence governance, bias becomes automated, discrimination accelerates, decisions become opaque, people lose the ability to appeal. People are told this is what the system decided, but they are not told why, how, based on what data, or how to challenge it. That is not progress. That is unaccountable decision making. With a strong artificial intelligence governance, systems are tested for fairness, risks are identified early, decisions are explainable, people can challenge outcomes, responsibility is clearly assigned. This includes transparency about where artificial intelligence is used, accountability when harm occurs, protection of data and privacy, safeguards against discrimination, access and literacy so benefits are shared. Artificial intelligence governance does not stop innovation. It makes innovation safe, trusted, and sustainable. And this is very important. Artificial intelligence governance does not stop innovation. It makes innovation safe, trusted, and sustainable. Here's what often gets missed. Weak governance hurts companies too. When artificial intelligence systems cause harm, trust disappears. Reputations suffer. Legal risk explodes. Regulation becomes heavier. Strong governance does the opposite. It gives companies clear boundaries, social legitimacy, public trust, long-term stability. That's why this is not people versus innovation or business. Strong governance creates win-win for everyone. So let's bring this together. Governance exists to protect rights, ensure fairness, create transparency, correct harm, expand opportunity for everyone. Artificial intelligence governance simply applies these principles to technology that now shapes lives at a scale. This is not about fear. This is not about challenging progress. It is about one thing, minimizing harm and maximizing human potential. Because the real question is not whether artificial intelligence will shape our future. It already does. The real question is, will that future be fair, transparent, and inclusive, or concentrated, opaque, or unequal? The choice depends on governance. Governance is not a barrier to innovation. It is what makes innovation worthy of trust and capable of serving everyone. Thank you so much for listening to the Mindshift podcast. Our efforts are to ask critical questions in the age of artificial intelligence so that innovation and humanity thrive together. Please do subscribe to our channel and share, and also share your feedback and thoughts. Thank you so much for your time.